it is as shocking to you as it is to us, and what is really at stake with that kind of a scenario playing out, what the danger is here if medical professionals on the front line do not have the basic kind of protective equipment that they need in the face of what's about to come.
Yeah, John, it's actually not shocking. I mean, most clinics, like the ones I work in, are completely devoid of any of this protective equipment. Most of us are trying to do work by phone or by video to not actually have patients coming in and sitting in waiting rooms with other people. But just like Dr. Redlener said, we're trying to actually think about, okay, you know, how many things can we reuse? Or in many cases, I think hospitals are trying to do what they can with what they have, and they're actually trying to see if they can triage only the personnel who work very close with what we call respiratory droplets can actually have this head-to-toe gear. Here's the problem. When you talk to physicians in Italy or in China or even in South Korea, where they've gotten incredible praise, they all have said the same thing, that if you do not have this protective equipment, you can have incredibly high rates of healthcare workers not only get hospitalized and sick, but die from this. So we're actually losing the very front line. You saw the president met with a lot of nursing leaders. I hope he's going to continue to do that
So what she said is that if you talk to the emergency room staff, the first responders, those on the front line in other countries that have already been hit hard, that if these people don't have the protective equipment that they need, not only are they going to get sick, but large numbers of them are going to die. I'm sure that they're not all elderly citizens. We're not talking about 80-year-olds that are all those first responders. This is consistent with what other professionals have said throughout this thing from the beginning. If you listen to the professionals when you get a chance, read their articles, you hear a different story than what our politicians and the people on TV are telling us. The talking heads on TV, no matter which side of the aisle you're listening to, they're telling us, even giving us the most information, they tell us that it's the senior citizens we have to worry about the most. Here, this lady just incidentally explained that is not the case. We're going to lose a large share of our first responders if they're not adequately protected. Not just sick, they're going to die. Back it up and listen to it again.